This video is brought to you by Your Company Mobiles. For all of your business, landline and mobile phone requirements, check them out at yourcompanymobiles.com. What's up guys, Adam here. It is definitely time to bring in this device, the brand new flagship from Sony, their Xperia Z2. Now we've seen flagships from pretty much everyone else by now. Samsung with their brand new Galaxy S5, the HTC One M8, and also phones from the likes of Oppo as well with their brand new Find 7. This is Sony's flagship for 2014, the Xperia Z2, and I'm very, very excited to start testing the Xperia Z2. For a couple of reasons. The main one being that they've came so close with their previous versions, the Xperia Z1 and even ones that went before that I'm really hoping that the Z2 fills in all of the shortfalls that they had and gives us an absolutely fantastic device. Looking at the specs here on the back, you can see that this is definitely not going to be any slouch with 4K video recording, IP55 and 58, the latest processor, and pretty much top of the range in every single area. Now let's take a look inside the box and see what we get. First up, we have the Z2 itself. Usual form factor from Sony with the glass on both sides and the metal around the outside, but we'll come back to that in a short while. We also get some screen protectors, and this time they've also included this, which I can only guess is a small OTG cable, or maybe just some kind of small charging cable for plugging into a USB. Either way, it's nice for them to have included that little extra. We get the usual charging brick and the usual USB cable, and this time Sony seem to have upped their game in regards to the earbuds that we know we all get included inside these smartphone boxes, but are usually pretty terrible. This time they've gone with some digital noise cancelling headsets that actually look quite decent and quite good in build quality, and I'll include the actual results of that in my final review. Now, as we peel off the plastic from the front cover, we can see the screen for the very first time. Now, this is still a 1080p screen, 5.2 inches, bringing us a 424 ppi pixel density. And the important thing with the screen on the Xperia Z2 is, can it fulfill the actual promise that it's always had and give us a good contrast ratio and a good image, regardless of the actual viewing angles. Now, on first impression, it really does look absolutely fantastic. We've got that triluminos support inside, but again, just as you tilt it to certain angles, it does lose some of the contrast, although a big improvement on models that have gone before. Now, I know a lot of people say that this isn't important, but when you're sharing images and movies, or maybe even 2 or 3 people watching a movie together on an aeroplane, for example, I feel that the actual viewing angles do become very, very important indeed. And let's hope that Sony really have produced a huge improvement with the Z2. As we take a closer look, you can definitely see there is an improvement, but there's still a lack in terms of that contrast on those multiple viewing angles. Round on the back, we've got that beautiful 20 megapixel camera, which does produce 4K video and also slow motion. So an extremely high spec camera on the back of the Z2. Really looking forward to seeing just how this camera performs. Now, as we take a tour around the device itself, you can see we've still got those little flappy covers that give us that IP55/58 waterproof and dustproof certification. This time though, as we work our way around and we have a closer look at the very front of the device, Sony have taken on board what HTC have done and given us dual front-facing speakers. So I'm going to be very interested to see exactly how these things perform. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Please do hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and I'll be back very soon with the next one. See ya. This video was sponsored by Your Company Mobiles, providing SMEs throughout the UK with mobile, landline and converged solutions. Visit www.yourcompanymobiles.com or call 0800 038 5363.